Iris the Rainbow Fairy, written by Sofia Zoraki, illustrated by Nikos Yiannopoulos, narrated by Maria Avgitidis Piriotakis. Deep inside the greenery and foliage of a big forest, in a place so well hidden that no human has ever been before, there is a fairy kingdom. In this kingdom, with all its many magical creatures, live 4 weather fairies, each with her own fancy dress. Cloudy makes the soft, fluffy clouds in the sky, and Sunny adorns the sun with shiny rays that brighten the day. Trickle waters the earth with the rain and snow, and Airy strikes her wings hard to create the winds. Every morning, the 4 fairies set out to decorate the sky with their friend Iris. Iris is a little fairy who loves colors, but her dress is as white as Trickle's snow. It was made by Mrs. Spider, the forest dressmaker, who can make all kinds of dresses, but only in white. But Mrs. Spider once told Iris a secret. She told her that if you could find a way to paint the 7 stripes of her dress, she would become the last weather fairy. Oh, how much Iris wanted that. She tried crawling on the grass to paint her dress green, but she just got it dirty. She tried diving in the lake's water to paint it blue, but instead, she got soaking wet from top to bottom. Then Iris flew close to the sun, hoping her dress would capture just a little yellow from the sunshine. But she only dried it. One morning, Iris said to her friends, "I love your dresses. Oh, how I wish I could become a weather fairy too. But I can't when my dress is as white as Cloudy's fluffy clouds. No matter how hard I try, I can't make it colored." "Well, perhaps Witch Tricolor can help you," Sunny said. "She lives in a hut behind the hills and river. Follow us. We will take you to her." Iris flew with her friends beyond the rolling hills and over the long, winding river until they arrived at a clearing in the forest. There stood a hut covered in brilliant colors. "Good morning, Witch Tricolor. I am Iris, a little fairy from the forest, and I love colors. But look, my dress is all white. Will you help me make it colorful so that I can become a weather fairy?" "Welcome, Iris, with your dress of white. Come, let's see the colors that delight. Enter my hut, dear fairy guest. We'll put colors on your dress." In the hut, everything was colorful. Witch Tricolor took 3 little bottles out of the cabinet, one with red, one with blue, and one with yellow paint. "Hold still. I will use these colors to paint 3 stripes on your lovely white dress," she said to Iris. Tricolor dipped her wand into the blue bottle, touched a stripe of the dress, and it immediately turned blue, like the water of the river. Then she dipped her wand into the red bottle. She touched another stripe, and from white, it became as red as a juicy tomato. She dipped her wand into the yellow bottle, and once again, when she touched a stripe, it turned as yellow as a fragrant lemon. Iris was beaming with happiness. Finally, her dress had become colorful. Oh, but her dress had 4 more white stripes left, and the witch had used all of her colors. "Iris," Tricolor smiled, "these are the 3 primary colors. If we mix them, we can make new colors. Doing this requires skill, the correct quantities, and of course, my magic mortar." Tricolor placed some empty jars on her table and brought the big book of colors from her library and the magic mortar from the kitchen. She opened the book, found the right page, and started reading the recipe. Then she began adding the colors and mixing them very carefully. For each new color, Tricolor said an incantation to bring the colors to life. Swish and swirl the red and yellow, makes the orange glow so mellow. Iris watched in surprise as the red and yellow became orange in the magic mortar. Witch Tricolor dipped her wand and painted another stripe with the lovely orange color. A flick of blue and splash of red gives a lovely purple I will spread. Suddenly, the blue and red turned a vibrant purple color, which Tricolor spread onto one more stripe. With a wink, Tricolor said, "In the middle stripe, I will put my favorite color. Oh, enchanted mortar deep and hollow, mix blue and yellow for green to follow." When Tricolor finished coloring the middle stripe, she turned the page in her book only to find the page was smudged and the last recipe could not be read. Oh no, what a disaster! Without my recipes, I can't make any other color. Iris was heartbroken. If the last stripe remained white, she would never become a weather fairy. She began to fly back and forth over the witch's table, trying to think of a solution. While flying, her wings knocked over the purple and blue bottles. The colors poured out into the table and they got mixed up. "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll help you clean up," Iris cried. "Iris, you are wonderful. Iris, you are colorful. When hope is lost and all is white, a mistake can make our world bright," Tricolor exclaimed. And with that, Witch Tricolor collected the mixing colors into her magic mortar and chanted, "Topple over the purple and blue, indigo shines true for me and you." The little fairy had created the missing color. "Iris, you deserve to color it yourself," Tricolor said, giving Iris her magic wand to color the remaining stripe. Once the last color was on Iris's dress, they went outside and hung it on the clothesline. Sunny decorated the sun with her brightest rays, and Airy began batting her wings as hard as she could to quickly dry their friend's dress with all its 7 new colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and purple. Soon, Cloudy and Trickle flew in with Iris's dress. It was ready. Iris put it on, thanked the witch for her help, and left with her friends. She was thrilled that they succeeded, but the truth was, she didn't feel different at all. How and when would she become a weather fairy? Witch Tricolor was especially pleased with the colors she made with Iris. She put them in a trunk and stored them in her cabinet. The next morning, the weather fairies began their usual journey across the sky. They were all so excited to see what magical powers Iris would have from her colorful dress. As soon as they were out of the forest, Sunny formed a golden sun above them. Cloudy made fluffy gray clouds. Airy gathered them together, and Trinkle went under them and began to pour a beautiful, calm rain. Then something extraordinary happened. The rainwater began to spread the colors from Iris's dress to form a rainbow. Iris flew high and low, twirling as she went to paint the sky with the rainbow of 7 colors from her dress. So with her colorful dress, Iris became the last weather fairy, the Rainbow Fairy. From that day on, whenever Iris puts on her dress and flies with Sunny, Cloudy, Airy, and Trickle, she spreads a ribbon of bright colors across the sky. Iris the Rainbow Fairy, written by Sofia Zoraki, illustrated by Nikos Yiannopoulos, narrated by Maria Avgitidis Pyriotakis.